Reality series Married at First Sight was an unexpected success, with willing participants agreeing to marry a total stranger on the spot. The show quickly became a pop culture phenomenon all over the world, but there's a lot most people don't know about the inner workings of the show. Here are the strict rules these reality stars have to follow.
To the left, to the right, you're getting married at first sight. Me!
Hopeful singles who sign up to marry a complete stranger have to be prepared to go through a lengthy interview process. While it is almost impossible to guarantee compatibility, the Married at First Sight experts do their best to make perfect matches through an intense screening process. While fans of the show have seen the aftermath of bad pairings, including divorces, fights, and infidelity, not many know about the lengths the participants have to go to in order to marry someone they don't even know. Show hopefuls must fill out a lengthy questionnaire and a written evaluation that is then passed on to licensed therapists. Executive producer Chris Colin explained to People, "That takes hours and hours to complete." Along with that, the initial interview and vetting process can take roughly 6 months, with the final casting decisions lasting up to 4 to 6 weeks. Clark, who starred on the UK version of the show, shared with Cosmo, "It was a 500-question questionnaire that goes through your likes, your dislikes, and all the intricate pieces of information about you." The couples on the show get to dive into a once-in-a-lifetime experience after beating out thousands of other applicants. Many probably wish they could share behind-the-scenes moments with their friends and family on Twitter or Instagram, but every participant must comply with a complete social media ban.
I mean, I guess like if you have like 100 followers and I have like 13,000, then like that's weird.
According to Season 2 UK star Clark, all social media accounts are shut down prior to filming, and the show prohibits participants from looking up anyone else on the show. Clark explained, "You never meet anyone else in the process. During the science day, you meet a couple of other people, but you never meet any of the other couples throughout the whole program." He says all social media is hidden to the point where no one can find anyone who is also currently participating in the program. Part of the appeal of Married at First Sight is that the participants appear to be ordinary people going through an extraordinary experience in front of millions of viewers. And the success of the show could be due to those relatable scenarios involving fresh-faced couples navigating a brand new marriage. In order to keep this appeal, the show allows the experts to weed out participants who have already appeared on or have even just applied to be on reality shows that don't align with finding love.
Much of the reason she applied to be part of Married at First Sight is that she just wanted this new and crazy experience of being on a reality show.
According to psychologist Sabina Reed, an expert on the UK version of the show, the team often keeps a close eye on participants who have been around the block when it comes to reality TV appearances. She explained to News.com, "If their profile said they had applied for Big Brother or MasterChef, we put them to the side." But apparently, it's no issue if the participant has appeared on relationship-focused reality shows like The Bachelor, as was the case for Season 1's Jamie Otis. The star had previously appeared on Season 16 of The Bachelor before signing up to marry a stranger. Married at First Sight functions at its core like a social experiment that happens to be aimed at giving people the chance to find love in an unusual way. But experiments can be hard to regulate if the participants don't abide by the rules, which are set in place by the experts and producers in order to ensure the best results possible. Because of this, these new reality stars must give up their phones throughout the duration of the shoot each day. But everyone gets their phones back once filming has wrapped. According to the Daily Mail Australia's inside source, this was a new rule put in place after participants in previous seasons were caught having an affair during the filming of the show. The rule is also there in order to protect exclusive content from being shared with the public before the show has wrapped. The source explained, "This decision is also to prevent anybody capturing any unauthorized content on set and leading to potential leaks to the media." As you might have already guessed, the vetting process for the show is intense. The experts have to assess and pair off individuals whom they think would make it in a successful lifelong marriage. While they often admit that they offer no guarantees, they also want to make sure that not just anyone is going to be living in a home with a stranger while cameras document their every move.
I mean, it's only day 5. We're still strangers.
I know I married a stranger, but I also know that I am married to you.
Each participant has to go through an extensive background check. In an interview with the New York Post, show psychologist Jessica Griffin explained that each applicant is evaluated for a myriad of red flags. These include substance abuse and criminal charges, which would presumably disqualify someone from being selected. The experts are also looking for individuals who may show less obvious signs of not being ready for marriage. Griffin said, "If you're not willing to work on your relationship or be flexible or say I'm sorry, that's a red flag." Married at First Sight hopefuls jump through many hoops in the hopes of being matched with their ultimate life partner. While the experts work their best romantic magic, there's no telling how people will act once the cameras start rolling. Couples are filmed 10 hours a day for 8 weeks, and that amount of time on camera can cause some people to behave differently than they would otherwise. According to show expert Dr. Pepper Schwartz, the process of finding people who actually want to be filmed can also be difficult. Schwartz told E! News, "We have had some problems in this where people desperately want a husband or wife, but they don't want to be documented."
We're done. You're not gonna get what you want to get. Get this camera off of me.
The entire experience can be daunting for the couples, and according to executive producer Chris Colin, it can be an enormous challenge for the experts as well. He said, "You don't know how somebody is going to react. You make an educated guess." Couples obviously take a huge risk when signing on for the show. In addition to marrying someone they just met, they will also have to live with that person for 6 weeks while every moment is documented for millions of fans. With this kind of arrangement, it's fortunate that the show ensures that couples who don't find their match are protected along the way.
I could be making a really big mistake.
In an interview with The Wrap, Chris Colin detailed the prenup agreement that all couples have to sign prior to getting hitched. He said, "It's a very short, brief prenup. It basically says what they walk into the marriage with is what they walk out of the marriage with. If for some reason it does not work out, at least you are protected with this basic form. You are not going to get yourself into any legal trouble." The concept of married at first sight certainly doesn't come without some obvious pitfalls. The most common being that many couples don't ultimately stay together. While there are some inspiring success stories, like Season 1's Jamie Otis and Doug Hayner, the majority of participants decide to split when it comes to decision day. Unfortunately, the costs of getting a divorce aren't completely covered by production. Chris Colin explained that while the show doesn't set aside money for those divorces, they will chip in a small amount to cover part of the cost. Colin told The Wrap, "We will contribute within a certain period of time if they get divorced. We will help them cover the costs of an attorney if they choose to do that. I don't know what the amount is. It's nominal." If the couple waits to divorce until after that designated period is up, all divorce costs are up to them. This reality show has an image to maintain, and part of that brand involves ensuring its stars don't piggyback off of the success of the show in order to launch their own reality TV careers. In an attempt to keep the couples appearing as normal as possible, production includes a strict rule in the couple's contracts.
Oh, I just hope they like me.
How could they not like you?
For a set period of time, participants are banned from using the show as a platform to become pseudo-celebrities. This could also be because experts want to discourage fame-hungry future hopefuls from applying to be on the show. An inside source told the Daily Mail, "They'll be unable to do anything for a minimum of 12 months to try and keep some integrity around the show. This prevention is enforced to try and encourage the participants to return to their day jobs once the show is done." Anyone thinking of getting rich off the show might want to find a different reality series to star on. It might come as a surprise, but couples aren't compensated for their long filming days. Instead, they receive a stipend that is much smaller than most would probably expect. According to former Married at First Sight Australia star Nasser Sultan, he and his wife received an allowance from producers. He told Now to Love, "You get $150 for the day. That's it." Participants are expected to live off the allowance since they are also prohibited from working their regular jobs during filming. Sultan also revealed that this stipulation is a part of the contract as a per diem, or a daily allowance, in lieu of actually being paid for their appearance on camera. Couples on the show must remain married for 6 weeks, but the entire process involves much more than that. Participants are expected to walk away from their everyday lives in order to pursue this social experiment that might not work out in their favor. While they are already taking a risk in marrying someone they don't know, they also have to take time off of work to do it.
I'm a personal trainer and a construction worker.
And how much does that pay? Not much.
The Daily Mail revealed that couples on the UK version of the show must take 10 weeks off of work. And because of the show's strict rules in not allowing participants to appear on any other TV series after their season airs, the show encourages couples to return to their day jobs once filming is over. This adds to the risk for participants, on the chance that their employers might not take them back after a long hiatus. Experts on the series look for specific personality traits when casting for the upcoming season. And through the extensive interview process and psychological evaluations, they search for pairs who will likely have the best compatibility rate.
Everybody says the nice guy finishes last, but I'll take him.
Dr. Pepper Schwartz revealed that she specifically looks for a, quote, coachable personality, saying she seeks out those who can take advice. And while she appreciates kindness and other friendly traits, Schwartz says that's not the only quality that makes someone a good candidate. She told E! News, "You don't have to be honest and kind, and you still might have a terrific match. We really want people who are authentic about their reasons for doing this and are full of heart in terms of the rationale for doing it." While most couples enjoy a sense of freedom after saying "I do," newlyweds on Married at First Sight must continue to abide by production's rules during the experiment. This is all for the sake of controlling the process in order to produce the best results.
I feel really good about these couples.
I do too. Yeah.
Stars of the UK version of the show were reportedly forced to return home by a certain time because of a strict curfew put in place by production. Melissa from Season 6 revealed on the Reality TV and Me podcast, "You were filmed for about 16 hours a day. It was crazy. If you weren't filming, then you had to be in your apartment with your husband or wife by 8 o'clock. She alleged that the show even went so far as to install hall monitors to ensure that no participants were sneaking out after curfew. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more list videos about your favorite reality shows are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.